Hello there, welcome in to the latest edition of the SAU Volleyball Coaches Show. Dana Gallegos joined alongside head volleyball coach Britney Davis. And Coach, you have your first weekend under your belt. You got off to a great start. Your very first match as a college head coach, a very dominating and convincing win. The remainder of the weekend, there were some ups and some downs.
Yes.
You come out of it 2-2, but kind of encapsulate that first weekend. Obviously, again, the 2 wins, some highs, the lows there, but early season, what'd you get coming out of that weekend?
Yeah, first win as a head coach and first loss in the same day was a rush of emotions, but that first game, it was just smooth, beautiful volleyball, and they just came out, they weren't thinking, we didn't have a scouting report on them, we just played, and they played hard with a lot of passion, and we didn't make a lot of mistakes. They made more mistakes than us, and we just played our game at our speed, and I was hoping it would carry us through the whole tournament, but we played a game that night at 7 p.m. and played against Cameron and just lost our momentum. We just didn't play the same volleyball. And I don't know if I would take that loss, how I'm going to say this right now, but we had a great talk afterwards. So I don't know if it was worth the talk, but the loss, but we definitely reconnected as a team, and the girls got to figure things out. A lot of girls just really admit and come forward and say, I didn't do what I knew. I didn't do my job. And so it's a good talk afterwards, but I wish we would have won both those games that first day. But we did have such a great start, and now anytime we're playing, we play at that caliber. It's just really nice to see. So,
and a lot of it too in those early season tournament atmospheres and things like that, just early season play in general. Obviously your team is trying to figure stuff out and what's going to work, what's not going to work, maybe some adjustments, because every team has the preseason to work on stuff, but then when you're actually playing opponents and people are game planning against you, things change a little bit. So talk about that, some of the adjustments that were made to overcome that, and maybe what were some surprises coming out of the first weekend?
We got to really play with our lineups because we've played so many games. I mean, we got to try different things and put freshmen places and let them be successful and move things around, start not in rotation 1, but start in different rotations and figure out what's our weakest rotation. And it was really good for us because we got to play with rotations, but then also find the ones that worked. 2 freshmen that really just stood out this weekend with Riley Marsh. I think she played in all 4 matches and was very successful, dependable, consistent, did her job, came in, tons of energy as a freshman. She just has confidence. That's just undeniable. And then Katie Cooper came in and did her job. That Union game, we needed that win. It was just, we couldn't walk away with 2 losses that second day. And she came in and she was bossy. I told her, I said, you look at those upperclassmen in the eye and you tell them to put the ball away. And she did it, and she controlled the offense, and that's what we needed. And so she did really well, and it's really good to have options just in case anything happens, and just to change the lineup in case somebody already knows us so well, or if we're too predictable, we can change things. And I have so many options now that we can change lineups and start in different rotations and not even think twice about it. So we learned a lot. Definitely ready for this weekend to take what we learned and implement it.
Yeah, you're going into the second weekend, another tournament type thing. You're still sort of in a preseason type feel as far as not in conference yet, although you're going to be going to a very familiar location in Arkadelphia, taking part in the Henderson-Washita kind of crossover challenge. Yeah. It's going to be a great opportunity to play some in-region games against MIAA opponents, Northern Sun opponents. Talk about this upcoming weekend, knowing you got a week under your belt going into it and the adjustments that you guys are going to make.
It definitely still feels like we're trying to connect as a team. So this weekend, I'm excited we're playing at Washita and playing the tournament because it's close by home, and we're familiar with that gym. We've played in that gym. We know there's no air. We know it's sport court. We know the atmosphere, and so we've got the upper hand with that against these squads. But it's just good to be playing in a familiar area. So these returners can just come in and we can just roll. So it'll be a really good weekend. We're playing some tough teams, and a couple of them finished 2 for 2 like us last weekend, so pretty even playing field, but they are going to play a fast offense and very, very tough defense. And so we've had a great week of practice. Sometimes you come back from a tournament and people are being selfish with lineups and stuff, but I mean, they've been playing hard and they're ready. We've probably done defense for 2 hours every single day. So I'm definitely ready to watch that come into play this weekend. But we'll play, our first game is Lindenwood, and then we'll play West Alabama A&M on Friday. So it'll be good. It'll be really good.
And then this weekend, obviously, it's another week closer to the home opener.
Yes.
We're keeping our eye on that
Yes.
for September 22nd. Your team, it's kind of a young team. You've got a mix of some players.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about some of the returners this past weekend that you were able to count on to lead you through.
Serena LaDuff and Ali O'Banion really helped us a lot this weekend. We could count on them offensively to put the ball away. Still trying to find that connection all the way around as a team. Paige Mays was consistent. She had great serve receive this weekend. She just gave us the ball, gave us a solid pass so we could run it. Those three I can definitely count on to just get the job done. And then Lexi Southern, she was very, very beneficial this weekend. She comes in, her energy, I can't wait for everyone to watch her play in our first home game. I tell her all the time, your positivity is contagious. She just comes in and no matter the situation, she comes in and she's positive and she's just fired up to play. So I'm really glad to have that kind of energy on the team upperclassmen wise. Even though she's a new girl, she's a JUCO transfer, she leads the team with just her leadership and her enthusiasm for the game of volleyball. So we have some girls that Ali O'Banion just puts the ball away, and I'm working on moving her around so we can use her different ways. But Serena LaDuff was very consistent, successful, and I'm really excited to watch our hitters this weekend because this week we've got to really practice and work out the kinks that definitely we struggled with last weekend. So it'll be really good.
We're looking forward to it as well. Again, the Lady Mule Riders are on the road this weekend. They're at Ouachita in the Henderson-Ouachita crossover in-region classic, if you will. 4 matches again on the docket this weekend, 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday. Be sure to check MuleRiderAthletics.com for all your pre- and post-match coverage. Coach, we appreciate it and best of luck.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.